seducing a woman can be a challenge for some men, because most men would think that to be able to seduce a woman, you need to be in her personal space, touch her, arouse her, and that's all seduction is all about. But actually, there are basic things you can do to seduce a woman, even without touching her. Like these basic things will actually make it very, very easy for you to seduce a woman and allow her open herself up to you, even when you want to do the nasty and take it more personal. So today, let me tell you 10 powerful ways that you can seduce any woman of your choice. These powerful ways are easy things you can do that will make a woman melt and accept you for who you are, even without really spending money. Because I know a lot of times money is the issues that a lot of you say women want. But let me tell you 10 powerful ways that you can seduce a woman. So keep watching. Hey guys, this is Real Talk with IJ, and I'm your girl IJ. And Real Talk with IJ, we talk about all things love, sex, and relationship, especially as it concerns the men. I try to help you understand women and understand the woman's body, and I try to also help you choose the best woman for you at the end of the day. So today, let's talk about 10 powerful ways that you can seduce any woman. Like I said previously, the act of seduction doesn't actually have to do with anything sexual, even though it's called seduction. It doesn't have to do with anything sexual, at least when starting up. So let me tell you the 10 basic things that you need to do. Starting up with the first one on my list is your appearance. Now, appearance is key. Appearance is everything when it comes to seducing a woman. So you meet this lady, you're talking to her, you're vibing, and you really want to go very personal with her. The very first way to seduce a woman is by your appearance. You need to look good. You need to take personal hygiene seriously. You need to appear clean. You need to appear like someone who knows what he's doing and who knows what he wants in life. You cannot just show up looking stupid and just expect a woman to go, oh, he's so cute. Like, appearance is key, because before you even open your mouth and we begin to examine if you're smart, we need to look at you and know that you are smart. Like, you need to have a smart appearance. So you need to shave your hair, you need to trim your beards if you have beards. If you don't have beards, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure you appear very clean and very put together. Okay, so wherever you're going to as a single man or as a man who is interested in bagging ladies, make sure your appearance always speaks for you. By perfumes, make sure your teeth is clean, make sure you have fresh breath, and general hygiene. I always talk about it. So your appearance is the very first thing a lady is going to see and go, okay, before she even decides to give you an attention. So that's the very first thing you have to do if you're trying to seduce a woman. Secondly, you need to be a gentleman. Let me tell you, being a gentleman is not old school. A lot of people think being a gentleman is old school. You need to learn how to be a gentleman, not just to her, but to people around you also. Like, because she's going to be watching how you treat people around you also. So if you only respect her and you're only soft and gentle to her, but you're so harsh to other people, you can also repel her. Okay, that will not be seductive at all. That will not be a gentleman behavior. So you need to learn how to be a gentleman to her and to people around her. Now, how do you be a gentleman? For instance, if you're walking by the side of the road, make sure that you are the one staying at the danger zone. Okay, not like danger zone, but you should be the one standing, by the side of the road where the cars are passing, and make sure she's safe on the other side. Okay, if she's cold, offer to give her a jacket. If she's carrying something heavy, offer to hold her, even if it's not something heavy, like offer to hold her bags, or just do something gentleman, like open the doors for her, pour her wine, be a soft sweetheart, like take her to a nice date. Okay, nothing expensive, just take her to a place where you feel that you guys can actually have a conversation and listen to each other. That's what a gentleman will do. Okay, don't take her to a club as a date, because you can't hear nothing. Okay, so take her to a nice restaurant where the music is low and you guys can have a proper conversation and get to know each other better. And when the waiters and waitresses come to serve you, make sure you treat them with respect and with regard by being a gentleman, so that she sees that you take care of her, or you're nice to her and you're nice to people around you. Okay, which leads me to my next point, which is being a good listener. God, I cannot count how many dates I've gone to where a man is just talking about himself and he's not listening to anything I'm saying. Like, he's not listening, he's not paying attention, he's not even quiet for 1 minute. Sometimes I feel it's the nerves. Like, the nerves can get you and you just keep talking non-stop. That's why you need to learn how to groom yourself to be a very confident man. I have a video on how to be a confident man. I'll put the link somewhere here. Go check it out. It will really help you a lot. So learn to be a good listener. Talk less and listen more. When the woman is talking, it will blow her mind. This is one of the best way that you can drive a girl crazy, when you're listening when she's talking, and you're not just listening and you're being lost. Okay, You're listening, you're paying attention to vital points that she's dropping, and you get to give feedback with what she's saying. Okay, so let's say she's talking about a pet store that did a particular thing to the pet. You can pick something from what she said earlier and ask her a question in regards to that. Don't just jump into another topic because you barely heard anything she said, so you just jump into liposuction and you want to say talk about something else. So she's going to feel like you're saying what she's saying is irrelevant, so you didn't bother to listen to her. So make sure you're a good listener. It will help you with your game of seduction. Very next point is eye contact. You want to seduce a woman, you need to know how to look at those eyes. You need to know how to look at those eyes. And I'm not saying you have to stare and get her uncomfortable. You need to also learn how to practice eye contact. You need to know how to look at the woman so warmly and so sweet that she will almost wet her tears. I'm telling you that you need to master eye contact with a woman. It also makes a woman feel that you have everything in control. You have the power, you have the confidence. And women love a confident man. Like, it is a very sweet thing for a lot of women when you know how to hold the eye contact. And let me tell you, a lot of women also know how to hold eye contact. So you need to bring your A game when it comes to eye contact. So you need to learn how to look at her in a seductive way, but not like you have to look at all of her body and her boobs and everything. Just focus on her eyes, move to her lips and back to her eyes. That's what you want to be doing when you're trying to seduce a woman. Make sure that from your eyes she can see that you just want to eat her all up. Another way women can fall to your seduction is when you can find out similarities between you two and point it out. Like, women feel more connected to a man or to anybody they feel that they have similarities with. So whether it's through texting or you guys are meeting up in person and you find that you guys have some similarities, make sure you point it out. Make sure she sees it. It will help you build a more meaningful connection with her. So don't just overlook it, like you guys went to this school in the same area or lived at the same area growing up, or you guys were born in the same area, or any other thing personal that maybe during when she was talking to you, she mentioned it, that she had this or she used to do this or she does this, and you do exactly that. Make sure you point it out. Women feel more connection and they fall more for people that they feel that they have similarities. Another point, which is a bit quite delicate, but it works wonders, is when you open up a little to your woman. So let's say you're trying to make this woman fall for you. You know, men are usually so uptight, like they don't want to be vulnerable. For women, we can't get vulnerable really quick, but for a lot of men, you guys don't want to get vulnerable. But if you really want to seduce this woman, open up a little to her. Let her see a softer side of you. Yes, I know you're trying to bring out your masculine energy and all of that and whatnot, but learn also how to open up a little. Tell her something. Like, I'll tell you a secret if you tell me yours also. So open up a secret to her. Not anything too dangerous or, something that would throw her off, but just tell her something and make her feel like, I never shared this with anybody, but this happened and this happened. She's going to feel extra special that you decided to share something with her that you have not shared with a lot of people, or you have not shared to anybody, or you've never shared on a first date, or you've just never shared before. So open up about something that is a bit personal to you and let her feel welcomed into your world, because women like to feel like they're very important to you. So when you open up to something that seems like a secret to you, they fall a little more harder for you because they feel that you're trying to trust them with your life. And I'm saying this for good women because a lot of bad people are out there, but she's a good woman and you're opening up with your a little vulnerability. She's going to really appreciate that you trusted her with something as big like that. So just try it. It really works when you're trying to seduce a woman. And this point is something that I know a lot of people don't have a great sense of humor, but if you're a guy who knows how to make a woman laugh, oh my God. Like, if you know how to make a woman laugh, you know how to make a woman giggle, if you know how to crack those lame jokes or amazing jokes or tell those stories that will get her cracking and her stomach will hurt, make sure you bring it when you're trying to seduce a woman. Women love men that will make them laugh and forget about all the troubles in life. So if you know you have a great sense of humor and you're trying to seduce a woman, make sure you bring it out. Like, make sure you bring your A game when it comes to humor. If you have it, make sure you don't hide it. The ninth point is make sure you try to touch her, but not in a sexual way. Now, a lot of times this one can also be very tricky because you don't want to be slapped. But if you're trying to seduce a woman, you need to break the no touch barrier. You need to make her feel comfortable with you when you're around her. So you need to learn how to touch her, but in a non-sexual way. So avoid her boobs area, avoid her lower back, avoid her tummy. Okay, I don't see why you should ever touch a woman's tummy. Do not touch her face because skincare. Okay, we don't want you to introduce any. Sorry, excuse me. We don't want you to introduce any kind of, bacteria on her face, because your hands might not be clean. You might mess up her makeup, or if she's not on the makeup and she has a skincare on, she doesn't want you to introduce. Yeah, just don't touch her face. So what you should be doing is try to, hold her hands, try to, touch her hair. Again, don't pull her hair. You can just act like you're trying to take out something, or tell her, oh wow, your hair looks gorgeous, and touch her fingers, touch her shoulder, give her a high five when you want to make her feel comfortable. So you want to do a fist bump. So when you try to introduce personal contact, make sure that you just do light touches that has nothing to do with sexual body parts. Okay, that will make her feel more comfortable getting into your personal space. The last but not the least is every woman loves a mysterious man. No woman wants to meet you and just know everything about you that day. So keep some mystery to yourself, okay? That's why I said be a good listener and let's talk. So allow the woman to do the talking while you listen, and then you give feedback or you contribute to whatever she's saying and all of that. But when it comes to you, keep some things mysterious so that she's curious to come back a second time to know a little bit more about you, assuming she enjoyed the first time she was around you. So let's say she tried to ask you where exactly you're from. So let's say you tell her you're from Ghana and she's also from Ghana, and she asks you where in Ghana are you from. You can tell her, wouldn't you want to know? Or you tell her, maybe I'll tell you on our second date, or maybe I'll tell you over the phone, or maybe I'll tell you next time, or why don't you guess, and next time I'll know if you got the right place. So just keep it mysterious, keep some things personal, okay? Make her feel like, ooh, okay, there's something to this guy, and she's playing a game of guess what, or guess this and guess that. So like whatever keeps women on their toes sometimes really adds like an extra seduction for women. So you need to be a little bit mysterious. Learn how to be mysterious. Don't just open your mouth wow and talk about everything the moment that you ask a particular question. So these are some fun ways that you can seduce a woman without even touching her. Like, it's a powerful way to seduce a woman, make a woman comfortable being with you even before she gets into bed with you, and you try to do the nasty with her. Now, if you found this video really educative and entertaining, and it's the kind of video that you like, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, okay, share, and let us grow this channel as we try every day. All right, so until next time, stay being champ, stay being loved, and go seduce women. Bye for now. Mwah!